Hey guys, this is Tguess. This is my midterm for Product Design 3, Spring 2017. I'm creating a new wearable tracker for elementary school students, boys and girls between the ages of 5 and 7, that will constrain their whereabouts during field trips. This is the current market. This is what you would find today if you were to go purchase a GPS tracker for children. This is the best GPS trackers of 2017. The top performer is the Amber Alert with the price of $125. The component list of a standalone GPS module, along with the components of a cell phone with camera. And this is the component study. Classroom and field trip research. This shows that the average classroom size in California starts at kindergarten at 22, and then by 6th grade goes up to almost 27. Field trip safety. The takeaway from this is that the recommendation for chaperones is a ratio of 12 to 1. Lots of things can go wrong on field trips, but one of them being missing children. That's a big concern. And who is this for? It has a split target market, the educators and the chaperones, along with the children. The environments that they go on during field trips can range from planetariums to zoos to water parks. They can go really anywhere. So I had to create a universal tracker that could be worn at any location. Design goals. This product is going to be intended to be sold to the schools rather than individual families. This is going to push the sustainability factor, meaning it can go from child to child, from classroom to classroom. This is also going to be a non-intrusive design. It's also going to be child-proof, meaning that if it's on the child, it won't easily fall off if they touch it or try to rip it off. Features and operations. This is a scenario that goes through the field trip process, and it shows the child getting lost and returning to the group using this GPS tracker. Ergonomics and human factors. This shows the stages of development for children 5 through 8 years old. Ergonomics continued. Also, some ergonomic data for children, for children's hands I didn't have before. Component and layout and regulations. The big takeaway from here is the semiconductors are shrinking, and this shows year to year how much smaller the process is becoming with the manufacturing of semiconductors. Okay, initial ideation. I started with the tracking necklace. I went with the tracking necklace first because every time that I wear a necklace, I always forget that I'm wearing it. So I thought that might be a good idea for a tracking device that the children would not want to play with or touch. But after the feedback, I kind of got a sense that it might be a bad idea, and it might be something that the children actually play with more because it's hanging right around their neck right in front of them. Then I thought of the tracking watch. I went through some thumbnails, had thought of a few ideas. The tracking watch, though, didn't really hit home with me at first because it just felt like my ideas were not far out there from what already exists. So at first, the tracking watch wasn't something I was going to go with, but after some brainstorming, I thought of some ideas that pushed this idea a little further. And then my last idea for the initial ideation was a pin-on tracker. I liked this idea because it was very universal. It could really go on any article of clothing. The only problem was trying to find a good idea for the pin that would not easily fall off after time or would fall off with like a nice hard bump. So this was a problem with this idea. Okay, next is detailed design. For detailed design, I went through 3 different designs that could fit in the same exact tracker. So I started with the anklet. I like this design, but as Emily pointed out during the feedback, it kind of looked like something that somebody would wear on house arrest. So that was a big red flag for me, and I wanted to stay away from that look. Next, we have the vest. The vest is a simple solution that would be comfortable. All it is just a vest that would have a little pouch in the front that would hold the GPS tracker. This idea is also good because it would indicate which child the group belongs to, so the chaperone would know from a distance that that child is part of their group, and that's something that's, would be a dual function and really useful. Next is a silicone watch. The watch band would just slip over the child's wrist. The tiled GPS would just snap into place. This would be sold in a kit with many other watches, and The vest idea got me thinking about color coordinating, how you could designate the color of the watch to the child in the group so the chaperone would know exactly which child belongs to them. And then also I was thinking about the individual charger here, that maybe instead of an individual charger, we could have some sort of charging unit that could charge the whole kit at one time. Okay, last we have the finalized concepts. My first concept is the wearable tab and watch. I liked the watch idea and I liked the pin-on idea, so I took those two concepts and I found a way to bring them together. The programmable LED light looks like the frame that's around the LCD screen. That would help color group the children based off the ideas from previous concepts like the vest and the previous watch, where you could group your children together by colors, so the chaperone would know exactly who's in their group. And then also it would be a warning light indication, so if the child goes too far out of the designated area, it would turn red and maybe vibrate and make noise, so the child would know that they've gone too far. Also, there's a way for the child to communicate with the chaperone and the teacher. There's a help mode, so if they hold those buttons in the front for 3 seconds, it would indicate that they need help. The bottom pictures there show how the clamp tightens around cloth, so it could be worn on any edge of clothing. And then the bottom right pictures show how the unit slips over the GPS charger. This is the watch band accessory, so it's a similar concept to how it slips over the charger. It would just slip right over, and then the clamp would tighten down, so the watch would be into place. So this could be worn on any article of clothing, and it could also be worn on the wrist. This is the finalized concept of the prototypes. The charger and this shows watch mode. This shows the color group and warning light indication. Also shows the wearable tab and on the charger, and then also the 3-second help mode. Okay, next we have the eye tracker watch and wearable badge. This has a programmable LED light that goes around the edge of the eye, and this also has the 3-second help mode. I added in a toggle map display here. That was a concept that I thought of, where you could either see your whole class on the map, or you could see your specific chaperone group. The magnetic conductive charge here, all you would have to do is place the unit onto the surface, and it would charge with a conductive charge. And this also shows the badge accessory, similar to the last concept, where it would just slip over your clothes and it would tighten down. This is the watch band accessory that would slip through, and it would tighten over your wrist with a silicone band. These are the prototypes. This is the charger on the charger in watch mode. I thought about having both sides have the same function for left or right-handed children. This also shows the color group and warning light indication, the dual 3-second help mode, and also shows in badge mode. Okay, my last concept is the LCD watch. It has the dual map display, similar to the last concept, the toggle mode. Instead of the toggle mode, this one has 2 screens that show you specifically where your class is and specifically where your chaperone group is. This has the programmable LED light that can show you what group you're with, and it can also give you that warning light with the vibration and sound. This also has the 3-second help mode and a very similar charger to the last one that has a magnetic connection with a conductive charge. This shows how the 2 ends come together. An LCD screen on either side snaps together with the magnetic connection, and it also has an adjustable strap. These are my final prototypes. This shows the charger, shows it in charging mode, also shows how help mode works, and it also shows the 2 different maps on either screen. Out of my 3 concepts, I like concept 2, and I also like concept 1. I'm leaning towards concept 1 just because I like the screen size better. I think with concept 2, I'm going to be very limited with the data I can provide. I also like the way the clamp works here more than the underside on this one. So I'm thinking concept 1 is going to be the one that I'm going to be working with, but I look forward to your feedback, and thank you guys for your time.